Rush me through that, Danny. But we got it done, and we are about ready to go. 101 cars all made their way here. Usually we would have some B features, but tonight we're not. We're going to go straight in, so everybody gets a chance as long as they kept their car in one piece to run here for the big money. Already ready to go for the late models. Justin Russell and Alan Westling on the front row. Robbie Ewing and Brian Allison back in row number 2. Through the Lucas Oil start zone, we're underway here at the Diamond of Dirt tracks. "20 laps or 20 minutes is the deadline here for the late models, and they're going to keep it all straight through lap number 1, and Justin Russell by a half a second ahead of Robbie Ewing. Midwest Sheet Metal caution comes out after Justin Russell had led the first 4 laps. And it comes out for a spin over in turn number 2. Scott Bergen, who was dead last on the field, loops it around and brings out the Midwest Sheet Metal caution. Tucker Cox and Sean Eggman not able to answer the bell, so we only get 9 cars to start our feature. Again, 20 laps for the late models. And just like that, we're back underway. Justin Russell with Robbie Ewing in tow. Through the Lucas Oil start zone, pressed down on the loud pedal, and hey, this may be the break that Robbie Ewing needed. Justin Russell had gotten out by a second advantage, and Robbie Ewing, now that he shrinks that gap up, he's going to lead lap number 5. And a 4-lap beginning to a race that was perfect for Justin Russell has all gone for naught. He goes from first back to 5th in the 3 laps after the green flag came back out. And now Robbie Ewing asserting himself as he now has almost a second advantage over J.C. Morton. We'll see what type of lap times J.C. can come up with. He's going to cut that in half a second. But another looper, and I think that's the second spin for the 18. Yeah. So Scott Bergen brings out the caution for the second time. He's going to need a push, and they have already directed that his push is going to go directly into the pit area. Do not pass go. You are not going to collect $200, as the second caution brought out by Scott Bergen is an automatic pass back to the pits. So now let's see, this will be interesting. Justin Russell, kind of in the same shoes that Robbie Ewing is in now. After Russell led 4 laps, caution came out. He then automatically goes back to 5th. Now Robbie Ewing had a second advantage. Can J.C. Morton and Alan Westling try to return the favor to Robbie Ewing and shuffle him back as Robbie Ewing leads him to green. Same song, second verse. This time it's Robbie Ewing experiencing what Justin Russell had after the green flag came back out. The field gets shrunk back up, and whoever's riding along in second able to pass your leader, and this time it's J.C. Morton ahead of Robbie Ewing. And the Midwest Sheet Metal caution comes out again. This time it comes out on lap number 11. And it is for a spin of the 7J of Jake Morris out of Marshall, Missouri. The Rick's Plumbing and Heating, Rocket Chassis and Mullins Power Plant brings out the third caution of the race. So the first time it was Justin Russell leading and then having that lead taken away after the caution came out. Then it was Robbie Ewing. This time, J.C. Morton. Boy, I sure don't know if it's going to happen this time because you just look at lap times and pace and how you're running. Nobody's been faster than J.C. Morton during this round of laps. So I'm not quite sure if we're going to see a likeness of what happened on the last two restarts. I'm sure Robbie Ewing or Alan Wessling would love that, as J.C. Morton is your leader. Robbie Ewing second, Alan Wessling third, and Jake Morris, who just brought that caution out, now shuffled back, and Justin Russell takes over fourth. So will J.C. Morton have what Russell and Robbie Ewing didn't have the luxury of, and that's a good restart and able to stay out in front? J.C. Morton with a green flag back up in the air. Can Robbie Ewing or Alan Wessling take advantage of the bottom line? I may have to eat crow on this one. Robbie Ewing staying right with J.C. Morton. Does Robbie Ewing have enough to take the lead back ahead of J.C. off of turn 4? Not this time, by a car length and a half. J.C. Morton still has the advantage, but Robbie Ewing has found some speed on the bottom of the track. Dives down through 3 and 4. We're past the halfway point, and J.C. Morton, I think, is going to survive the scare from Robbie Ewing, completing 13 laps. Only 7 laps remain, and the lead is back out to well over half a second. A look at the Moon Brothers Racing 72 of J.C. Morton. With 2 laps to go, J.C. has ran now 6 events this year. His best finish has been second. And J.C. Morton, while all of those races up until today had been in a B mod, today the first time in a late model, and he may pick up his very first win of 2025, sporting a number 72 on the side as opposed to the number 18. The Moon Brothers Racing Sedalia Electric Motors and Starline Brass 72 of J.C. Morton across the line first. He will win his first feature of 2025, and he does it behind the wheel of a Hermitage Lumber late model.